And they're really not, especially in the north of the country. There are nearly 5,000 medical workers who have tested positive for the virus. Many of those are actually forced to stay on the shift because there just aren't enough doctors. We've had 18 doctors die since this started, and it's put such a stress on the entire health system across the whole country. Don?
An American defense official is telling CNN that Italy is requesting U.S. military support, including critical medical equipment. I mean, we know there's members of the U.S. military stationed in Italy. Have they been asked to help?
Well, there's 7 military bases across the country, and there are 3 big ones in the north of Italy that are right there in the red zone. We know from early on that not only did the Italians ask for help with the building of field hospitals and things, but the Americans offered. It's a friendly atmosphere between the communities that host these military bases and the Italians who live there. And, it stands to reason that they would be cooperative in that sense.
Are the reports of more deaths and infection making more people obey the lockdown, Barbie?
Well, we've seen these incredible numbers over the weekend, and I think that coupled with an incredible police enforcement out there on the streets, something I haven't seen since the beginning of the lockdown. I think both of those things working together, we're seeing more people compliant, but you still see people out for no reason. The people that you see the same dog being walked by, 4 or 5 different people that aren't even related, and those are excuses to get out of the house that are not justifiable in this critical situation.
Got it. I had a similar conversation about this, about people, going for runs and the social distancing here. But outdoor exercise is now banned in northern Italy. Grocery stores are taking people's temperatures before allowing them inside. Is it likely that these measures will be put in place across the entire country?
Well, I think most people who live in Italy, myself included, hope so. I think that's what needs to be done in order to stop the spread of the virus and to sort of begin flattening the curve so that we can start seeing the incremental numbers go down. Something's got to be done.
So what are you hearing? How do Italians feel when they see things like military convoys and police cars on the streets with loudspeakers issuing warnings? Because we are told here in New York, there are going to be patrol officers out now reminding people about these stay at home orders, or people not being out. How do Italians feel about that?
Well, it's really a horrible situation to be in this lockdown. And when you hear that police car go through and it's a male monotone voice, this sounds straight out of a movie, really, telling people it's too dangerous to be outside, go into your homes. And, the only sound you hear at night are just the street cleaners disinfecting the sidewalks. Those types of things are really, really terrifying for most people that live in this country. And I think people understand how serious this is and just want the nightmare to be over soon.
You said they understand, but then, you said that you see the same dog being walked by different people. But there are still people out there who don't seem to be taking it seriously.
Yeah, and when you see these death numbers, it's incredible that someone would take a risk like that, because every single person that leaves their home could contract the virus or could spread it in the elevator on the way down, or meeting someone on the street. I think it's so incomprehensible how serious this is, how many people have died, what is stress it is on the healthcare system. I think in a sense people don't really want to believe it, and we're going to be in this for the long haul. I don't know how long this lockdown is going to end, but it's not going to be anytime soon.
Barbie Nadeau, we have our lessons to learn from Italy here in the United States, and we appreciate your reporting. Thank you so much. Local leaders and hospitals warning about major medical equipment shortages, but some small businesses are stepping up, taking care to fill the gap. We're going to take a look at one of them next.